Hey Pisces, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with sun, moon, or rising in Pisces. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. Five of Swords. Let's pull one more for your first row, and then we'll look at this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. We got more than that, so I'm going to take them because they're here. So we might pull all of your cards. I am seeing, though, that this is a very significant relationship for you because it's really heavy energy here, like, and not in a bad way. I'm going to pull the rest of your cards, but Ten of Pentacles energy is some of my favorite energy to see because it really signifies a long-lasting relationship. So this might be a connection where the two of you come together. Two of Cups. Oh, you guys. This might be a connection where the two of you come together when you're both kind of new to love, new to this whole love thing, or there's just something about this that is new. So it might be that even if you've been in committed relationships before, they weren't like they weren't all that you expected them to be. So approaching this kind of serious relationship might feel quite different to both of you. But Ten of Pentacles energy is, I always like to say, legacy energy. This is the energy of having it all and having something really well balanced. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, okay. Queen of Wands fell upright, so I'm going to take that one, but this is, that's too many cards. So, yeah, there's a feeling of a really balanced energy with the Ten of Pentacles for me, because it shows that your relationship is long-lasting enough that you're able to really create something in this partnership. So this is someone that you definitely see a future with, that you see growing with, you might even see having a family with. Four of Wands energy too gives me that feeling of family. It gives me that feeling of marriage. This is definitely somebody that when they come into your life, you're seeing long-term commitment with them. You're also doing a lot of planning with them. So I am kind of pulled to this Two of Swords energy. The Two of Swords can be about being unsure or about making a decision. And I'm seeing around that, I'm seeing Three of Wands, I'm seeing Two of Wands, I'm seeing Two of Cups. So I think that this connection is very important to you, to the point that some things in your life might have to change, or they might have to be rethought out. Like whatever plans you had, they might change when this person comes into your life, and it's for the best. Like I see all great things here, so it's not really a problem to think about maybe restructuring some things a bit. I think it's going to come naturally for you to do that, but you're going to do it in a very intuitive way, that you're going to feel your way through how to make these changes. I think you're willing to do it, and they are too, because I'm getting a sense that this person is someone you've waited for a very long time. Whether it's someone you've known before or not, it's like this feeling of when you meet them, you know, like this is it. I've been waiting for this. I've been asking for this, and then here they are. And they're definitely feeling that way about you too. It's funny, I'm picking up on messages about your connection more so than this person. So let's kind of refocus and look at what kind of characteristics we can pull about this person. But I do think it's interesting that a lot about your connection is coming through. That means that your person is seeing you as really a divine partner here, especially with this Two of Cups energy. So it's almost hard to distinguish the energy between you and them, which is really funny because, you know, when we were looking at the letters and I was saying we, here they are. Like, that the two of you may become a we very quickly. It might turn into like, we're together, we're a couple, we're a package deal. If one of us is coming, then the other one is coming. We're like, this is a thing. And then your cards, your tarot cards here, it's like, I'm looking for attributes about this person, and I'm seeing your connection. So I think what's happening is that your energies meld together very quickly. They become one very quickly. So if you haven't met this person yet, you will know when you've met them, because I think your relationship is going to progress very quickly. I think you're going to kind of become a couple, and it's going to happen fast. I am hearing that for some of you, your friends are going to like ship you. Like your friends are going to call it maybe before you know, or before it becomes official. Because the two of you just seem like a perfect match. And if anyone knows both of you, they kind of like automatically group you together in their mind and think like, oh, you two would be perfect together. And you might not be willing to admit it at first, or maybe you don't know the person at all, so you're a little bit hesitant, like, what are you talking about? I don't know who that is. But as soon as the two of you come together, yeah, it's like you're official. Like, it doesn't feel like there's like this long process to becoming official, but it does feel like some things might have to be rearranged for you to remain in each other's lives, because it's probably just because it's such a big shift and a big shakeup, because you're going to go from single to very much in a partnership pretty fast. I think your relationship is going to be very balanced and full of compromise too. So that can be about difficult things. Like there might be some challenges that you have to overcome at first, but I think that the two of you really balance out responsibilities and really find a lot of compromise in this relationship and really hear each other. I'm seeing that too. You have the Two of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Two of Wands. If that's not a divine partnership, I really don't know what is. Twos may be significant in your connection. I think you even, yeah, you did right here. So twos might be significant in some way, but I think this really just points to the duality of your connection and the divine partnership, the divine counterpart aspect of your relationship. Then having the Four of Wands, this actually came out in group 1 too. But a whole different deck. So it's just interesting it's showing up here. This card always makes me think of marriage. It's also my 1111 card. So again, that's making me think of 2. I'm thinking of 1 and 1. But 1111 is just confirmation that this person that's coming into your life, this is really a divine partnership. This connection brings both of you a lot of strength and a lot of stability, a lot of courage, and balance. And I think the two of you kind of bend to each other. So I'm seeing like that compromise again. This is just really interesting because so much is coming out about your connection. I think it's like the two of you, you must be so meant to be that as soon as you come together, you just become one. Let's talk about this person. So I do think that this person is, they're very loving and very gentle and also really fun to be around. I think you have a lot of fun with this person. This whole deck is really fun to me, just all of the images and the colors. So I think that the two of you are probably really just fun people, very vibrant people, because you were drawn to this deck. But it's just, there's this sense of charisma, of having a lot of fun, of making a lot of plans, and of putting down roots. So I do think this is somebody who wants to put down roots. The funny part is, I just really see marriage for you. And it's like, that is sort of an attribute about your person as well, because I think this is someone who is really devoted and who is not afraid of commitment. They're not afraid of looking forward, of putting down firm roots, of wanting to build a family, of wanting to connect and tie the knot. So whatever that means to you, because it might not mean officially getting married. Some people aren't interested in that, but I think there's a strong commitment here, and there's a strong sense of wanting to tie each other, wanting to tie yourselves to each other. Like, you want to do it. You want to make strong commitments and to like lock it down. And that is definitely coming through as an attribute of your person, because they're just eager to do it. They're eager to make this official. The only kind of energy that I'm feeling here from this person that isn't just like so ready to go, I think, is this Five of Swords energy. And that is, I think that has a lot to do with just whether or not they're going to trust. And I kind of think that's coming through for both of you. I think that there might be an element of this connection that you don't trust at first. And looking at these cards, I can see why, because like I was saying, Two of Swords, Two of Cups, Two of Wands, this relationship is going to feel a little bit too perfect. And I do think that there's going to be, in the beginning, maybe a little bit of like not trusting that, because it just feels like things fall together too easily. It feels like it's just a little bit too natural to see the future, like to just plan it, to map it all out. There might even be, for some of you, a really early proposal that kind of gives you like a hesitant energy, a fearful energy, a feeling of like, can I trust this? Should I trust this? I am kind of picking up on that for you. Yeah, that is kind of the only, that's the only energy that I feel. But in this context, I think that Five of Swords is literally just a little bit of doubt that something like this could come into your life. And I think you're feeling that, both of you. You're feeling that on both sides. Okay, it's funny now because I want to look at your connection to each other. Let me get your oracle cards. I want to look at how your relationship together is going to be. But the funny part is, I've already gotten so much insight from your tarot cards, because I think there's this weird element of like only being able to read you two together, because you guys are like one, which that hasn't happened before. So that's kind of funny. Let me move these cards up and we'll look at your connection together. Okay, so let's see. We have the Sustainer, and then we have two other oracle cards here. So we have the Uncharted Sea and Healing the Heart. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense, especially we were just talking about that Five of Swords energy. So, with the Sustainer, I think that this connection brings some form of like peace to you and to your person too. I think the two of you feel really at peace in this connection. Like, it flows very, very easily. The funny thing is that the one issue that I saw in the tarot cards was that you kind of don't believe it. So I think once you settle into the connection, you'll start to believe it more, and it will provide you with that peace. But I think there will be a moment of like, this is all happening too fast and it's happening too easily. I think the two of you are really focused on your home life together and on creating something together, building a family together. So this is someone who you're going to immediately see a future with. And I think both of you are going to be really focused on pouring into that, on really building a legacy, building your home, raising your family, that type of stuff. Like, if you're not interested in having a family, then kind of take that as it resonates for you, because that can mean different things. That could be caring for pets together, or like just decorating your place and making it feel like home. But I think both of you are very interested in bringing that element of peace and of like home life to this connection. And I think that you balance your responsibilities very, very well. So like your connection at home is going to be very balanced with this person. It's not going to be like one person doing everything and the other person doing nothing. I think you find your groove. You find the things that each of you can be responsible for, and it just feels very balanced. Again, back to that all the twos that showed up in your reading. There's a lot of balance. So this might be the type of connection where you have very defined roles and you're both comfortable with what your roles are. They don't have to be anything about gender. They could even be opposite of like gender norms. But the point for you in this connection, I think, is just that everybody knows, or both of you know, what you're supposed to do in this connection. You know which roles you're supposed to play, and what responsibilities fall to you and which responsibilities fall to your partner. So it's just a really kind of like easy energy. I also am seeing that you two are like the couple. You're kind of the couple that your friends and family look up to. You're the couple that resolves problems for other people, maybe even other couples. So I think your friends come to you for relationship advice all the time. It's so funny because we were talking before about your friends kind of like calling it maybe even before you see it, knowing that the two of you are meant to be together. I think that really continues, and they really like they go to you and they trust your advice because they see your relationship as something that is like a connection to aspire to. So they're looking to that connection to help inform their connections, and they want you to kind of provide guidance. So the two of you might end up, up late at night talking friends through relationships or difficult breakups or something like that. I think people view you as peacemakers and of peacekeepers, so they might look to you to resolve conflict. I also think they see you two as something that brings people together. So if this is a relationship where you get married or there's some kind of celebration of your love, this is a place where you bring people together. People feel uplifted and happy around you. They love watching your ceremony, or they just love watching the two of you together. They love they love your love. It's like it's contagious. I think the two of you will also work through problems together very well, very easily. I think you'll do what it takes to restore peace and balance in your relationship. So it's not like you're never going to have your conflicts, but I think both of you, your goal is going to be to restore that peace and that balance. And because you enter the relationship with so much balance, I think it'll be like an easy place for you to navigate back to if you get away from it. Interesting, I'm saying things like navigate back to. We have this uncharted sea. The funny thing with this is, this uncharted sea card is like the feeling of kind of going into the unknown. So I am getting the feeling, I was saying in the beginning that the two of you might be really young, and that you might enter this relationship at a young age or at a very inexperienced point. So this might be like you've never really had a serious relationship, or you've never had a relationship of this magnitude before you come into this one. So I think both of you are going to feel a bit like you are like fish out of water. You're going to feel like you're entering this new territory that is totally unknown. With this healing the heart card too, I'm wondering if maybe both of you come from like broken homes, or have not had like beautiful, balanced relationships modeled for you. Because that could be the case that neither of you have really seen relationships function the way that your relationship is going to function. So it feels like something very foreign to you right from the beginning, and that can be a little bit scary. Like we were talking about that Five of Swords energy, that like not wanting to trust it energy. If you don't come from a family where, you know, like your parents were married and it was the perfect home and everybody was loving and supportive, which, let's be honest, most of us don't come from that background. If you do, that is beautiful and you're very fortunate to have experienced that. But I feel like for a lot of you, this might be that you've just never seen a relationship work like this before. So you feel kind of like it can't be true because you're in brand new territory. But if you do come from a challenging background like that, or if you've had a lot of issues in relationship, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of hurt and disappointment in relationship, this relationship is going to heal that. And I get the feeling with this relationship too that it's going to heal things very quickly. All of this feels like it moves really fast. Like the connection comes together so fast. The we comes together so fast. It's like the marriage or the proposal or the commitment in some way, moving in together or making future plans together, comes together so fast. So this doesn't even feel like this like long, arduous process of healing the heart. It feels like something that happens so beautifully and so naturally and kind of fast. But you know, there is that feeling of like I don't know what to do with this connection. Like I've never experienced anything like this. I've never seen anything like this before. I've never felt like this about anyone before. There's definitely a feeling of newness with that Page of Cups that came out as your first card. There's something new about this connection. There's something that you will both feel like you don't understand when you first go into it. But I think you'll quickly discover that you're naturals at it. And I think that's just because of this kind of divine partnership that the two of you have. So you will be a natural at this relationship. Okay, I'm pulling a couple of cards for you. We're gonna see if we can get any indication as to timing or just more information about your connection. So we had Focus come out. I want to pull one more card. I will say that Focus makes a lot of sense here because I think that the two of you are just really honed in on each other. I think that as soon as this person comes into your life, all other possibilities cease to exist, and that's on both ends. I don't think that this is the energy of people looking, you know, like looking and exploring their options and like, no. Your focus is there. Your focus is on each other. It's solely on each other and your story. Yeah, I think this is it's just really funny. Wow, you guys, this is like this is a really beautiful energy, a really beautiful reading. It feels like it just flows so naturally. Your story, it just really talks about this journey. Like, I think the two of you are really going to have a story to tell. I think you're really going to have, I feel like a story for your grandchildren type of energy. You're really going to build together and spend a lot of time together. And I think this is going to be a really lasting, impactful, meaningful relationship in your life. And the two of you are going to get to know each other on a deep level. You're going to know everything about what happened in each other's lives up until this point, and then you're going to build from there. You're going to build something together. So this is really about that kind of kicking off and the two of you coming together. And like I said, it really looks to me like this happens pretty fast. We didn't really get your oracle cards didn't give us like indication of when the connection will happen, but I think once it does, it moves really fast. We did have a lot of different months here, so any of that could be a clue as to when you meet this person. But when it kicks off, it kicks off. And I think you'll know this person because they're very charismatic, because they make you smile, because you feel really happy in their presence, and everything just feels really balanced. And it's like, it feels natural for you to be together. If there's somebody that your friends are like insisting that you need to date or something, I would listen up, because it seems like there's a connection that your friends pick up on quicker. Everybody around you knows that this is the perfect thing. So I think I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm sending you so much love and light. This was such a beautiful reading, really put me in a good mood. So thank you for letting me read your cards. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.